Welcome to episode 7 of the Only Football Fans podcast. Just a quick little episode to get our predictions down for the weekend's fixtures and go back over our baller and donkey of the week from last week's. We'll finish off obviously our last week's review that we done in the last episode, boys. We'll run over our baller of the week and donkey of the week first. So first things first, we'll go with our donkey of the week. So Kyle, do you want to start us off, mate? Name your donkey and why?
Well, I had a couple of players this week. Lindelof was very close because he had an absolute Reggie blinker. But I went with Alisson just because it's absolutely comical. I'm loving this. Long may it continue. Let's have another one this week, Alisson, because I won't be scared to do it next week either. So yeah, I just thought after the week that he's gone and done it again. Brilliant, Alisson, donkey.
Nice.
Done.
I like your style. I like your style, Jonesy. Struggers, who's yours?
Yeah, same. Alisson. Ain't got much more to add.
Corey's fuming already.
Ain't it? Long may it continue. Let's have another one this weekend.
Fucking haters.
Keep you below us as well.
Absolute haters.
Oh God. Hoppers?
3-0 Alisson. He's had a stinger and he's low on confidence and just fucked his team up. So yeah.
Right.
Pointing the ball.
Greg, you're getting outnumbered here, mate. So I'll let you come back because I know you ain't picking him. So
No, I picked him last week. I ain't gonna go against him for a second week. I'm going Melier this week.
Fuck off.
that was a hell of a fuck up. It was maybe worse than Alisson's.
What game was that, Greg?
What's that, mate?
What game was that one?
Why are you trying to test me, bro? It was
I
obviously
thought it was the game when Leeds
wasn't
lost, that's all.
No, I'm joking. It's Arsenal Leeds. Why are you testing me?
What was the score, Greg?
That doesn't matter. That game never happened anyway, Greg.
Keep feeding me. Come on.
I've decided that game never happened, so you shouldn't really be allowed to pick him. Right. So, right, Ilan Melier for you. Ben, who's yours, mate?
I actually felt sorry for Alisson, and I didn't pick Alisson last week either. So I'm borderline to do it again, but I'm not going to pick him. It's obvious he's making bad mistakes, but I think the defence should step up as well. I'm going to stick with Liverpool, and I'm going to go Thiago. I just thought I'd like to see more with that defending there.
I like that. That's a good shout, actually, Ben. Bit left field. Matty Boyle.
Well, this is a tough one. I have debated yet again. Donkey is a very big call. I'm not going to go with Alisson, and I'm not going to go with your keeper's name because I don't even know how to pronounce it.
Good lad.
I'm going to go for an entire football team in Crystal Palace.
Oh, dear.
Jesus.
I mean, you can't be getting beat 3-0 at home by Burnley, who haven't scored 3 goals away in the Premier League since 1947. So, nah. I'm sorry, that just can't run. Crystal Palace, the whole team.
Crystal Palace as a complete donkey of a club.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fair play. We've been saying it for years, to be fair, that they're a donkey of a club.
Boy, Bodgson.
That's poor form for me.
And it's good that Pat's not here to even defend himself.
Oh no, poor fucker.
He wouldn't be able to anyway, would he? What can you say about that?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he'd probably vote. Well, I've got his vote, but yeah, he should have probably voted for that himself. Next one in, Dave Scott.
Yeah, it's going to be Alisson again. Sorry if it's boring, but he's going for the hat-trick donkey next week. Spectacular mistake. I can't look any further, to be honest.
Oh dear. Well, yeah, I've gone with the exact same call. So it's Mr. Alisson Becker for me as well.
Hell, if he keeps getting it and he's like the highest at the end of the season, can we get like a little trophy or something, like a little donkey trophy? We can send it up to Liverpool.
Or we could just buy him an actual donkey.
And have
buy him a donkey, yeah.
Buy him a donkey and then just like drop it outside their new training ground or something. With his
Fly it
name
up on the gates.
Yeah.
Just
with a pair of gloves on it.
Yeah.
To be fair, at this rate, they'll probably put him in goal.
We'll put that next to his fucking Premier League winners medal, Shrug.
Oh, hello.
I'll let you ride it out there. That'd be the closest you've been to Anfield, wouldn't it?
Rinsing. Oh,
Touche, Struggers. That's superb, mate. Right, yeah, we're without Pat and Spearsy tonight on the recording, but they've sent me their votes in. So Spearsy has also gone with Allison. So that puts him in concrete as the donkey. Whoever Pat went for, it wouldn't have mattered. So Allison is our donkey of the week. And Pat went for Nathaniel Klein in Palace's back four, who's had an absolute stinker. So
not the whole 11, just the back four.
Yeah, he's at least narrowed it down to an individual, but yeah, he's gone with Nathaniel Klein. So next one in, we go with Baller. So we've crowned Allison as
easiest
donkey of the week for the second week running. Baller of the week, I'm going to go in first, and I'm going to nominate Josh Maja as Baller of the week. He got a brace for Fulham. I think it was his first start, actually. I remember the first time I ever remember seeing the kid was on that Sunderland documentary. He was one of the young kids that come through who sort of was the only decent players they had. And he's
great documentary.
He's been abroad, and he's been in France. I think he signed for a French club.
Yeah, Bordeaux,
I think.
Bordeaux, that's right. Yeah, and he's over here on loan at the moment, I think, at Fulham. Don't know if they've signed him or whether he's on loan.
Loan, I think.
Loan.
But yeah, he's made the step up, and he's given them that extra edge that they've lacked, really. And I think for what them goals signified, it sort of give them that little bit of hope of safety. And I think that's massive. So yeah, I've gone with Josh Maja. And while we're here, Pat's also gone with the same pick. So Maja's in with 2 so far. Benji, who's yours?
I wouldn't normally go for this particular team, but I think he deserves it this week. Last week, should I say? Purely because he's been out for a couple of weeks. So Aubameyang's hat-trick, I think, for me. So you coming back, didn't you? Yeah, I just think to come straight back in and snick a hat-trick against, albeit against an easy Leeds side on the day. Now, I actually thought we spoke about it in the week, but Leeds weren't on their best performance in the first half, and it made it that little bit easier for him. But he still did the job. 3 goals. Yeah.
It was his first hat-trick as well in the Premier League, which is
that's unbelievable.
Some stat. I was really shocked when they called that out. I thought they'd actually made a mistake. I had to actually look it up. I thought, they fucked that up. He's definitely had hat-trick before, but no, it was his first hat-trick in the Premier League. So fair play. Matty Boyle.
Yeah, Emre Aubameyang. Not really much reasoning behind it.
Sorry to rain on your parade, Matty, but you can't pick one from your own team.
Okay, come back to me then, because I'm going to have to think about that.
All right, fair play.
You've had all week.
Keep that in mind, Dave.
Sorry, Greg, I don't have time to think about it during the day, mate. Sorry
mate.
You can't pick a gooner.
Yes, as well.
Which is brilliant. So we'll skip you and Dave.
He ain't going to win it.
No, exactly, because I weren't voting for the fuck. It was against Leeds, so there's no chance.
Yeah, well, no chance.
Gory, who's yours?
I've gone a bit different. Obviously, I could have gone Aubameyang because a hat-trick's a hat-trick. Maya's obviously done pretty well, or Maja, however you want to say it. But I've gone for Emi Martinez because he kept a clean sheet, and that's his job, isn't it? You know what I mean? Just like a striker, he gets hat-trick, he gets a clean sheet, and he saved the point for Villa because Brighton were on him, and he made some terrific saves. So I went for Emi Martinez.
I like that. That's a good shout.
But also, I was going to shout out Loughton's goal.
Brilliant goal, wasn't
it? 8 years ago, scored his last goal, like his actual last goal, and it was a corker.
I was going to say, I remember him scoring a screamer years
I think
back.
it was at Villa against Stoke.
Was that his last goal?
That was his last goal, and then he scored this one against Palace, and that was a screamer and all. So I was going to shout that out, but yeah, Martinez is my star of the week.
Fair play. Shows how bad Palace are, isn't it? That fucking Matt Loughton can be star of the week.
Hold a bang.
Yeah. Hoppers.
I'm going to go for Strug for that rinse on Greg just now. I did actually write down that Maja as Fulham striker, but I am actually going to go for Aubameyang. That hat trick was a joke, and he could have had at least 5. He width of a post. I think there was a good diving block by, I think it was Ayling at the back as
Ayling,
well.
yeah.
It stopped another one, and
Block that was.
probably weren't a penalty, but he could have easily, if VAR didn't overturn it, had 6 with another penalty. So yeah, I'm going to go for him.
I've got to take your first answer. You did say you wrote down Maja, so
I also said Strug. So
yeah. Aubameyang, fair play. Jonesy,
Yeah, I'm going to have to go Aubameyang, only because, like, again, he's been a bit dog shit for a while now, and he's not really been on
Last night.
he's not been on the form that they probably Arsenal fans would have wanted. But fair play to him. Again, he's come back. He scored that trick. Aubameyang.
Struggers.
I was going to go with Aubameyang, but then, yeah, I agree with you, Josh Maja, I think. I thought I was going to be the only one who said it as well. But
I was the same, yeah. When I put it down,
yeah,
I thought I'd be the
I
only
think
one.
that well, considering he come in, I don't think he done that well at Bordeaux, from what I've heard, and he come in on loan. So I don't know if anyone was expecting anything of him. And yeah, scored 2 against Everton away, wasn't it? So it's not bad going. So I'll go with him.
Fair play. Spearsy has sent me over his, and he went with Gundogan as his baller of the week. So we'll come back to you now, Matty. Have you had a think?
Yeah, it was going to be between Maja and Gundogan, but I gave it to Gundogan last week, so I'm going to have to go with Maja. Like the lads touched on there, just come back. Is it his first game for Fulham?
Yeah.
It's been on loan, and then
He's actually, it's his 3rd game, but it was his first start.
Yeah, to score 2 goals away at Everton. Yeah, I think that's pretty decent because I can't vote for older Uber, so I'll have to go with Maja.
Well, you just fucked Aubameyang now, because now he's got no chance of getting any more votes.
Yeah, you have destroyed him there, mate. Dave Scott.
Horrible.
To follow what Gory said, I also had Lowton penciled in for his goal. It was a great goal, but again, I'm going to have to give it to Gundogan. Again, the guy's just a machine. He's apparently the top goal scorer since Christmas. He's producing for Man City on different. And the second goal where he took the ball down, long ball from Edison, the way he put Sanchez on the deck. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's probably those techers. Face plants the floor and everything. So Gundogan.
And Sanchez is twice the size of him and all.
Yeah.
Sanchez.
Just on that, can we just appreciate how good the assist was by Edison? Because when he booted that ball the length of the pitch, it was like he did it with no backlift, just ping.
His technique is phenomenal. I'm still fuming that they never let him have the penalty.
Yeah.
I really want to see
Paddy Power paid out, didn't they?
He's
scoring.
Absolutely.
Did you see that tweet on about when Davinson had a clip of Davinson Sanchez falling on his face?
His face, literally.
Andy's toys when Andy walks in the room.
Yeah.
That killed me, man. Oh god!
I haven't even seen it. I need to see that.
That's killed him as well, to be fair.
You get at least 10 rewinds. It's banner.
It just gets better.
With grass in his mouth, like
it gets better from every angle.
Wimbledon.
Clausian Sanchez.
We'll crown that there then. Donkey of the week was Alisson again, and baller of the week was Josh Maja. So that finishes them off. Yeah, fair play to him. Now we're not gonna predict. We normally predict all the games with our teams in, but we're not going to do the Wolves Leeds game because it's going ahead in the next half an hour or so. So by the time this goes out, it would have already happened. So there's not really much point picking it. So the first game we'll predict is Southampton-Chelsea. So I'll let the Chelsea boys pick first, and we'll start with you, Hops.
6-0 next.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going
Southampton.
Jesus, that's a big home win now, Hops.
Yeah.
Are you playing 8 men or?
No, they've had a bad. I think I checked. They're they've lost each of their last 6 games, I think, in the league.
Yeah, they're struggling, man.
They have, yeah.
I think we might hit a bit of foot. It might not be 6, but I'm just going to stick something a bit out there. Go
You
Love
get
the
a couple of own
confidence,
goals out of Berdnarak, whatever his name is.
Oh,
Bedders.
Bedders. Fuck.
Matty's favourite player.
Shocking. He can play for Palace, to be fair.
Yeah, he should. Ben G.
Yeah, I'm close to Hops. I was 1-0. That's what I wrote down anyway. No, I don't think. I mean, I open we played like we did in the first half the other day against Newcastle, but maybe I'm being a bit negative. But yeah, I've got 1-0 written down, so I'm going to stick with that. I think it's going to be another average game, just seeing it through again.
Nice. I've gone very similar to you, Ben. I've gone with 2-0 though. I think you'll get 2 goals because Southampton look pretty poor defensively at the moment. But yeah, I think you'll see it through quite comfortably. Not the most entertaining of games, but another 3 points do the job. Who we got? Boyle, we'll go with you next, mate.
Exactly the same as you, mate. And the same reasons. Yeah, I can't really add much more. I think Chelsea seem to be able to win games and not particularly set the world on fire, but they know what their job is. They get the job done. And I think, yeah, the defense, Southampton's defense isn't very good, really low on confidence. And I think Mr. Werner will score again.
Oh, hello.
Oh, Emo.
Gory.
I've gone 3-1 Chelsea. Not really much to say on it. I just pick 3-1, mate.
Nice. Jonesy.
4-1 Chelsea. I think it'd be quite comfortable actually.
Strug.
1-1.
Oh.
Just a guess. I've no idea, to be honest. But Danny Ings and Werner. Danny Ings will score early. Werner will get one back. The second half will just be all Chelsea, but they won't get another one.
Nice. And Dave Scott.
You're right there, Kyle.
I can't get comfortable.
I'm going 2-0, mate. 2-0 Chelsea. Away win.
2-0. Right, and Pat has gone with the same. He's gone 2-0 Chelsea win. And Spearsy's gone with the same as you, Greg. He's gone with 3-1.
That means it's going to be 1-0 Southampton.
Yeah, so as it stands, only Strug has actually gone against a Chelsea win. He's gone for the draw. No one picked Southampton, so like you said, guaranteed Southampton win that. Right, next game is the Merseyside Derby. Good game. Over to you, Greg. What do you reckon, mate?
I might go up there, Strug. What do you reckon?
Like a change, isn't it?
You might better hire that donkey then.
Yeah, get it on Amazon Prime.
I'm going to deliver it, yeah. No, I've got
Western Superman.
2-0 Liverpool.
Have you got any reasons why? Because you might need to back that up. Or you just got a hunch?
No, obviously, I mean, we haven't been on the greatest run in the Premier League, but...
And you?
Nah, obviously that win midweek, I think we got to pull a bit of enthusiasm and from that performance really, and I think it's time to step up really. So hopefully the boys can do it.
Fair play.
It's a hope.
Well, while you've gone with that, I'll tell you Spearsy and Pat's predictions as well, because they've both share your optimism. And they've gone with Liverpool doing the job, but they've gone 2-1.
Oh.
So they've both backed Liverpool as well. Dave Scott, what do you reckon?
I don't know why, but I just think 3-1 Liverpool. I think they've got a little bit of form back. Everton disappointed the other night. 3-1, I think.
3-1. Strug.
I'll agree with Greg. I think Liverpool win 2-0. I don't really rate Everton, to be honest. I think Liverpool they haven't been great, have they? They're going to pick up. So start this weekend 2-0.
2-0. Hoppers?
I'm going to go left field. I'm going 3-2 Everton. Ooh. They're not very great at the back, and they haven't won at Anfield since like 1990 something. So I think this is probably their best chance to do it when Liverpool shaky. struggling at the back with different partnerships. So Calvert-Lewin score a couple, 3-2.
Nice. I'll put mine out while you've gone with that. I've gone with 2-1 Everton as well. Again, I think it's their best opportunity to get a win at Anfield. Obviously, no fans there as well. Alisson's going to obviously still be a bag of fucking nerves. So I think if they put a bit of pressure on them and have a go early, I think they could upset the odds. And I think I think Everton would do the job. Kyle?
Yeah, I've got the same as you. To be fair, I reckon 2-1 Everton. I think. Listen, it was a good win for them in the week. For Liverpool in the Champions League and that, but their confidence in the Prem is lower than a worm's tit. They're not playing well, and yeah, like you said, I think this is pretty a great chance for Everton. I think with Calvert-Lewin playing, they've got more than a chance. So yeah, I fancy them to nick it 2-1.
2-1. Boyle.
I'm on the same page as Dave Scott. 3-1 to Liverpool. I think that win in the week would have done them very good against, let's have it right, they battered Leipzig, to be honest. It could have been more than it was. Everton lost 3 home games in a row. I mean, not having them one bit. I don't care, Calvert-Lewin. No, he ain't doing it for me at all.
They're having goalie troubles as well.
Yeah, I think Liverpool's attack will have a field day against that back four. I mean, I know I can maybe see why you see it the other way, but I'm definitely going with Liverpool. 3-1 Liverpool.
Fair play. Fair points, mate. Ben G.
Yeah, I'm the same. Liverpool 2-1. I've been saying it for weeks. Liverpool got to get back in their stride at some point. I think they were too strong for Everton. I think it's a massive game being the Merseyside derby. I think Liverpool will raise it. 2-1 Liverpool.
Absolutely.
2-1 Liverpool. Right. Next game. That finishes the Liverpool ones. And the next game in, big London derby, West Ham versus Tottenham.
Now, this games are cool.
Is it a big London derby or is it just a London derby?
Well, I suppose depends who you support at the time, doesn't it? Really. Let him have it, Strug. Fucking have him.
He's all right.
So,
what am I not then? Could you give it to me?
I just couldn't think of anything to say back, to be fair. So I'll leave it.
There's no point arguing with Ben, is there? Let's be fair.
I'll think of something in about half an hour, and then I'll catch it or something.
Yeah, whack it in the WhatsApp group.
Could be finished.
Little voice note.
We'll let you go with a first call on it, Strug, as it's your boys at home. So against Tottenham, what do you reckon?
We are going to win 3-2. They always seem to be quite decent games. We've got a decent enough record against them, especially at home as well. So, yeah, fuck them, 3-2. And that's being generous to Spurs.
3-2.
I reckon Bale will get a goal as well.
Ben G.
Yeah, I'm with Strug. And like Strug said, West Ham got a good record against Spurs. I've got 2-1 West Ham.
2-1. Boyle.
I'm going to go a bit different. Old Nikolai Drobachev for me. I think it's going to be 2-2.
Desmond.
I think Spurs have been on free fall in the Prem. I mean, you look at it, Christmas, what was it, 15th of December? They were top. Now they're 8th.
That is horrendous, isn't it?
They're due some sort of result, whether it's a draw or a win. But I think West Ham are playing well at the moment. But I think it'll be an entertaining game. But I think it will be, Desmond for me, 2-2.
Fair play. Gory.
I've gone 2-1 Spurs. I don't know. I think do they not normally have they're normally all right at the London Stadium, aren't they, Spurs? But
yeah, they normally beat each other away, didn't they?
Yeah,
West Ham normally beat them at the Tottenham.
As you say, I know West Ham have been performing a lot better than Spurs, but that's just my feeling. 2-1 Spurs.
Kyle?
Yeah, I think the game can go either way, to be fair. I think it's going to be a close one, but I've gone with Tottenham. Sorry, Strug. You know I love coming West Ham with you. I'm a big fan of the fucking Mighty Hammers, Jay Lings and all that shit, but I think Tottenham might just nick it. I've gone with them nicking it 3-2.
You don't have to be sorry, Kyle. Bloody hell.
Come on, you man!
Because he supports 5 different teams. So
you know what I mean? He's trying to line up who his next club's going to be. That's what this is. Hoppers.
To be fair, this is always a high-scoring game, and I'm looking forward to it. And when I'm normally looking forward to a game, it ends up being 0-0. So I'm going for 0-0.
I love the reasoning.
Yeah, I think it's going to be high scoring.
I do, and every time I sit down and
0-0.
look forward to a game, it ends up being toilet.
I think there's going to be goals in this, mate.
And it's
Yeah.
always the ones you
Fucker.
think is shite, isn't it? That turn into blinding games. You think, I'm not even going to watch that.
Yeah.
Alice Burnley.
Alice Burnley. Yeah.
What time's that game on, by the way?
What, West Ham Spurs?
Must be
Yeah,
Sunday.
Midday
Is it the early doors kickoff? Yeah.
on Sunday.
Yeah, 12.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely watching that. I'm all over that.
Next one, Dave Scott.
I'm going 2-2 as well.
Go on, Dave Scott.
I think Mourinho's going to be a bit puzzled of how to approach this. Does he see West Ham as a big team now and sort of like park the bus, or does he try and go at them? I think he's going to be a bit unsure, and I think West Ham will get a couple of goals against them. But I think that I can see Son or someone like that nicking a couple as well. So I think 2-2.
2-2. Me and Pat have both also gone with a draw, but we've gone with 1-1. I think it'd be quite a close game, to be honest. I think it's a really hard one to call. West Ham are obviously on the better run and in better form, but you can't really turn Tottenham's chances away just with the players that they have. He likes of Kane and Son and that they could always turn up. But yeah, I think it'd be a tight one. But I'm going to go with 1-1. And Spearsy has gone with a Spurs 3-1 win, which as a Gooner has surprised me. But yeah,
What
he's
a
gone with
prick.
that.
What's up, Rick?
Glad he
Never
didn't
liked
come on
him.
tonight.
Yeah.
Don't invite him next week either.
Yeah, I'll ride him out, I think. Next game, boys, is Arsenal versus Man City.
Mhm.
And I'm going to let the Gooners pick
Goals,
first.
goals.
And while Spearsy's in your bad books already, boys, for picking Tottenham win, I'm going to put his prediction down first, which
He
is
ain't.
Arsenal
done
or Man City 2.
What did he say?
He's gone with City to win 2-0.
What a bloke.
What
love
a-
him.
What a supporter. He's got against his own team.
I don't know if he's doing a sort of reverse psychology job where if he
Yeah.
City will win, Arsenal might.
At least pick the draw
But I don't
if you're
know.
not sure.
It's so Arsenal, though, isn't it, to just pick? Yeah, we're shit. We're going to lose. But, yeah, Dave, what do you reckon, mate? Do you share his opinion?
I've got no logic to bring to this whatsoever. Don't slaughter me, but I'm going for a shock 2-1 Arsenal win.
That's a proper
Yeah.
supporter right there.
Yeah, there's no reason for it, but I'm picking
A
my
bit of
team,
both.
basically.
Just a bit
Well, only
of
because
both.
the last few times I thought we were going to get walloped by them, we've ended up winning, like in the FA Cup. So I know it's totally different competition. We usually wank in the Premier League, but City are on such good form. They're due some sort of little kind of crap performance here or there. So whatever. It's more hope. Let's just be honest.
I like it, Dave. I like it, mate. Matty Boyle.
Oh, this really pains me to say this, but
Oh, he's down the Spearsy route.
He's doing a Spearsy.
it's going to be Goal Village again, like it was. But I'm going for a 3-2 Manchester City win. The reason being is like, look, they've won 17 games in a row, and our defence ain't Mr. Bombastic Fantastic to be keeping their players down.
Ropey.
And apparently, De Bruyne's fit, excellent.
I didn't know that.
I mean, like they were struggling
I
without
have to change my score.
They were struggling without the best midfielder in the world. I just think that they're just going to have too much going forward. But I think we can hurt them. But they're just going to outscore us. I think that's what it is. 3-2 Man City, and it really hurt me to say that. I really didn't want to do that, but I'm just trying to be honest.
Fair enough.
The way I see it.
Ben G.
Yeah, I can't see Arsenal turning City over. I mean, I think City will get to a point where you expect them to drop points somewhere, but I can't see it being Arsenal. They may have a bit of confidence after the Leeds game, but I mean, it didn't show yesterday in the Europa League, so I don't think it's going to show against City. City 3-1.
City 3-1. Greg.
I've gone City 4-1, just because obviously they're on fire and they can just score a goal out of nothing. And yes, Arsenal can hurt them, but I just don't think they turn up a lot in the big games, mate. So 4-1.
4-1. I'm thinking similarly to you, Greg. I've actually gone with 4-0 to Man City. I think Arsenal will suffer a bit of a hangover from the Leeds game, to be honest. They like eclipsed a lot of their running stats in that game. And well, it showed last night they weren't the same team. And I think the way City are performing at the moment, it's just frightening. I think once they sort of get into the flow that they are at the moment, they're unstoppable, mate. We've seen that since they lost against Tottenham in November, they played 24 games in all competitions, and they've won 21 and drawn 3.
That's unreal.
Do you know what I mean? And like you said, 17 wins in a row. I can't see beyond them, and I think they might actually give you a good idea. Kyle.
Yeah, I mean, I want an Arsenal win just so we can have a chance of getting a bit nearer, but I can't see it. I mean, the title's over anyway, deep down, so I know that. So
Are you talking about West Ham getting nearer, or Man United, or Crystal Palace, or
stay in your lane, bruv. Stay in your lane. We're not up there. Got the top two here, boy.
You've waited a long time to say that.
I think you're right. I think it's going to be 3-1. I can see Arsenal getting a goal, but I think it'd be a very comfortable 3-1 City. Like, very comfortable.
I'm just praying that the
super comfortable. You're praying what?
I'm praying the miracle happens.
Hoppers.
I think they're just going to score so many goals that they're just going to feel sorry for them and take the foot off the gas. And Foden's going to send Louise into retirement, and it's going to be like 5-0 or something. So, 5-0.
So you've gone 6-0 Chelsea and 5.
Yeah. Hoppers thinks this weekend's going to be blinding, isn't it?
Can't wait for match of the day.
Apart from West Ham Tottenham, that's going
to be nil-nils all over the gaff.
Stick a couple of quid on that, Hops.
Oh, yeah.
6-0 Chelsea and 5-0 City.
You should have an acca on the overs this weekend.
That's got to be worth a couple of quid, Hops, surely.
Bet 365, I mean.
Are you promoting betting? I mean, should we say so? Or
there's also other betting companies available, guys.
When the fun stops, stop.
Strug, over to you, mate.
I'm gonna go 3-0 to Arsenal. I'm joking, obviously. 3-0 City.
We'll take your first answer.
No, please don't. Please don't. No, 3-0 City would be easy, I think.
You know what'll happen now, Strug, didn't you?
Yeah.
If he's up there, I'll give you the money myself.
Send you my account details.
Yeah, I think that's everyone's predicted on that one. So yeah, we'll move on to the next game. So the scum, Man United versus Newcastle.
Oh, this could be painful.
So
it could be.
I'll call out Spearsy and Pat's along with mine because we've all gone for the same scoreline. And we've gone with 1-0 Newcastle. No, I'm only joking. Now we've gone with 2-0 to Man United. Quite a comfortable win, I think. I'm sure they sort of share my opinion. So, yeah, Newcastle, I think, are in free fall, mate. Without Callum Wilson, they're just gonna keep dropping for me. And with Fulham's game, I think tomorrow against Sheffield United, I can't see beyond a Fulham win, which would leave them only 3 points behind Newcastle. And yeah, they're in a bit of trouble, I think. So I think Man United will comfortably beat them.
They're in the RuPaul.
Kyle.
Yeah, no, I think we will. We do normally. Yeah, we beat them. I think last year or Christmas or whatever at Old Trafford. Anyway, I've gone 4-0. I'm not confident, to be fair. I know it seems it by the scoreline, but I'm never confident with United at the moment. But yeah, hopefully if we can get an early goal, I think again Newcastle are just in the mud at the moment, and I think if we can get an early goal and just put it on them, it's going to be an absolute rout, a Wayne.
Should be absolutely.
Dave Scott.
Obviously, like you say, no Wilson. So Newcastle, their only hope is to just sit everyone in their own box and try and hang on for a point. So I think it's going to make it difficult but it's an inevitable United win 1-0.
Bruno penalty or
Yeah, pretty much.
Strug?
2-0 to Man United. I don't think it'll be a classic game because, like Dave said, I think Newcastle are just going to try and shut up shop. So it'll be a frustrating one, but United will nick a couple of goals and yeah, 2-0.
Nice. Hoppers.
Pretty much along what Strug said. Boring game, but a Man United stroll. So I'm going to go 3-0 Man United.
3-0. Gory.
Yeah, I've got the same score as Chris, mate. I've got 3-0. I just think, Newcastle are obviously quite poor, and United are all right at home. Probably nick a couple of penalties, but they had a good result.
This, I tell you.
They had a good result last night, obviously against Sociedad, and I think they'll take it into this game. And 3-0 United.
Matty.
Kind of moving on from what Greg said, like they've absolutely battered Real Sociedad, and Real Sociedad are let's say they're a bit better than Newcastle. I think Man United are going to absolutely destroy them. They're not even good enough to park the bus, Newcastle. They can't even do that. 5-0 Man United, and I'm not one for big score lines, but I think Man United in the field day. Rashford will pick a couple, and then Fernandes will pop up somewhere.
That hurts him every time we fucking mention him. Look,
I'm not even funny. How many penalties did you boys get last week? I heard you on the WhatsApp group screaming for 1 or 2. You got one anyway. We haven't had a penalty for ages.
You shouting at me, or I just said your team are going to win 5-0. And you're moaning.
Poor Fernandes.
That's what on this podcast.
He don't give him.
Fernandes. He's never going to be referred to as his real name ever again. Fernandes. Simple. 5-0 Manchester United.
Benji.
Probably not going to happen, but I think it's 1-1. I think it's going to be Newcastle literally defending. They're going to nick a goal. United are going to be all over them, but United are going to get a penalty, and Fernandes is going to miss it.
Oh,
wow, that's a.
And I love seeing Carl's face when I.
You had to go at me for saying that you were going to win 5-0, and Ben's just slaughtered you. Ain't said a fucking word.
His face.
I can't go into it with Ben.
Oh, why not?
Why not? That's the whole point of this show, mate.
Yeah, but we've known Ben a long time, and it's a waste of time arguing with him.
It's just a waste of time, exactly.
You never win.
Lead start in 20 minutes.
Yeah. And then so that finishes that fixture off, boys. And the last one that we're going to predict is the most pathetic derby probably in the world. Nicknamed the A23 derby or the M23 derby, whichever road you prefer. Brighton and Palace, for some reason, big rivals. So, Ben, do you want to go in first on this one?
I was just going to say, should we just bin it off and forget about it?
Yeah, can we? I'll go and have some dinner.
I've wrote down 2-1 Palace. I don't know why. I think, like you say, it's the worst derby. I don't see Palace winning it, but I do see Palace winning it, if that makes any sense.
It doesn't.
I don't know who's worse out of the two teams, but judging on their league position.
Palace.
No, I'm going on the league position, so I'm just going with Palace 2-1.
Palace 2-1. Boyle.
Yeah, this is, in the words of Pops, this is an absolute muck off. There's not going to be many goals in this. I'm going to go Palace are jank. If they can't pick up points at home to Burnley, I just don't see where I don't care. Is Zaha playing? Is he fit?
No.
I think so.
I'm going to go for 1-0 Brighton.
1-0 Brighton. That's exactly what I've gone with and exactly what Spearsy's gone with. I'm not going to mention anything about the game. Palace are shit. Brighton are not as shit. Pretty much 1-0 Brighton. Greg.
I've gone 2-0 Brighton just because I think they played all right. They probably should have won against Villa, hence why I went for Martinez on my star player. But Palace are absolute dog at the minute, and I think Brighton have probably got a little bit more, and they're at home, so 2-0.
2-0. Mr. Kyle.
Yeah, I've gone 3-0 Brighton. I think Brighton have actually played quite well this season, to be fair, in patches. I actually quite like them. I reckon, and Palace are just, absolute fucking dog shit. So I'm going 3-0, Sir Neil Mopai hat-trick for the dream team. Come on. Or Trossard in
Got
there.
against his he's got against his own team. What's that about?
my fourth team.
One of his team.
My fourth team.
You've got an horse in every race, I think. Hoppers.
Smartest coat going.
Yeah, I'm going to go along the lines of what Greg said. It's going to Martin has kept a minute the other day against Brighton, and for Brighton, I'm going to go with my coastal boys. I'm going to go Brighton 2-0.
Brighton.
Go on, Brighton.
Strug.
Gatwick Airport derby. I think Brighton are shit and Palace are shit, but Brighton aren't as shit as Palace, so 1-0 to Brighton.
Get in there. Go on at 1-0.
It's a shit off.
It's going to be a stormer now, isn't it? You know it.
Yeah, blatantly.
Dave.
2-1 Brighton. I don't really care to elaborate. Yeah. 1 Brighton.
And last but not least, he's Pat himself, and he's shown a little bit of faith, unlike Spears. He's shown faith to his own club, and he's gone with 1-0 to Palace. He didn't give me any reasoning behind it.
I thought you was going to say 1-0 draw.
No reasoning behind it. He's just stuck with his guns and gone with his own team, hasn't he? But yeah, so that finishes off the predictions anyway, boys. As it stands in the predictions table, we've got Greg, Strug, and Kyle all on 13 points. So whether you want to call it joint first, second, and third, whatever order you want to put them in.
Joint third.
Joint first, I think. Yeah.
First, yeah. Are we having that then? No.
I can't settle for that because what happens at the end of the season?
Oh, fuck knows.
Alphabetical order.
Just hope everyone there ain't a joint.
I know, yeah. No, don't stop. I was going to close. I said Greg's top because of the G. I was called him Strug with the S, but I forgot his first name.
I'll take the first name on this one.
We don't call you Daniel. We don't call you Daniel.
We do now.
You go second. If you go second name, then I'm top.
Yeah.
I think if it comes down to it, maybe we should look at actual appearances. So if you've been on the show, then that counts as an appearance.
Oh, there we go. That's a good shout.
Well, that's Pat and Spearsy finished there, isn't it?
Do extracurricular appearances count? Because if so, Greg's trapped you, boys.
Greg's fresh over the pond now. He doesn't even.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Triple G, mate. Gory's gone global.
I'm back in on Saturday.
I said it before. He's the new James Corden. That's it. He's just fucking taking over America doing the Late Show soon.
So yeah, you boys are all joint on 13 points anyway. Then we've got Matty Boyle on 12.
I'm coming for you lot at the top. I'm coming.
Ben and myself and Ben. I'll put myself above you, Ben, so you can be joint. So me in 5th with 11 and you in 6th with 11.
I'll take that.
Joint 5th.
Spearsy on 10, Hoppers on 9, Patrick on 8, and Dave Scott at the foot of the table on 6 points.
Pops has had a hell of a week, by the way.
I've done myself no favours there either.
Pops has had a hell of a week. He was bottom with nothing.
Yeah, he has. He's got 9 points in a week.
So. Late Leicester goal done me from two correct scores.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Wow.
Yeah. So that brings the episode to a close anyway, boys. We're which is great timing because I've got a quarter of an hour before Leeds Wolves kicks off. So yeah, I'm gonna get over and watch that.
What's your prediction? Come on.
I've gone with Leeds to win 2-0. He's actually made a change as well. He's dropped Alioski tonight.
Has he put that new fella, the young one in?
No, he's actually brought Tyler Roberts in, and he's done a reshuffle. So he's put Stuart Dallas to left back and Roberts in the number 10. Probably because of Traore. Dallas is got a bit more upper body strength than Alioski. So.
Yeah.
That was a horrible noise, Boyle.
Yeah. He's practicing for the dice, isn't he?
But yeah, that draws the episode to a close anyway, boys. So thanks for watching and thanks for listening. And we'll be recording next on Tuesday. We've got an interview with Gareth Graham, ex-footballer. And then we'll be doing our usual episode the following day on the Wednesday. So Gareth Graham's interview will be up on all our platforms on the Wednesday, and then our next episode that we record on the Wednesday will be up on the Thursday. So yeah, until next time, guys, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, all the best.
Peace.